Well, hello again, everyone, and welcome to the Options Mentor. Well, we've certainly had an interesting week in the market, haven't we? Let's take a look here at the chart for the SPX. We've kind of been all over the place this week, and we did run down pretty good yesterday, but we've been up to 52 or all-time highs, rather. So today, I'm going to talk about a highly speculative trade, a trade where you can pick direction on something. You decide when and how, or when you think something's going to get there and where you think it's going to go. So let me show you this strategy here. So if we go over here to my analyze page here in TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim, you can see I've set up a call butterfly for this Tuesday. Why did I set it up for this Tuesday? Well, the CPI comes out this Tuesday. And that's a very, very important inflation number. And of course, everyone knows the Fed's following inflation to determine when it might be able to lower rates again. So in this speculative strategy, you can pick where you think something might go. Maybe you think on Tuesday, or by then, by the way, Monday, the market can move too. But by Tuesday, by mid-morning, later in the day, maybe you think we're going to be up near all-time highs again, maybe even set new ones. So in this example, I just set it at 5,200 with the center of a call butterfly here in SPX. When we closed Friday, we were at 51.23, so it's a pretty good move. But if you could even close to it, because you see, I did the 51.80 for a long, the 5,200 short, and a 52.20 for a long. So in this example, if you could just get up into the high 80s, mid to high 80s, actually, all the way up to being almost up to 52.20, you could be profitable anywhere in here. Now, if we got up there on Monday, I would doubt if you're up a little bit. But if we get up here on Tuesday, which should be expiration day for this, since I picked that Tuesday expiration, I think this could be a pretty good return. So maybe you're not quite that confident. Well, that's fine too. And by the way, you could do this 10 points wide if you wanted. It would just be cheaper and you'd have less room for it to work. But if you aren't quite as confident to think we could get to 5,200, maybe you want to do the 52.80 center, 51.60 long, 5,200. And by the way, if it gets to 5,200 during the day there, you'd probably still be up money. So this will be a little closer. You just need it to get over 51.60. Look at the price on this. Now it's around $2. Of course, the market's closed today, but that's probably close to accurate unless we move up a lot on Monday or something morning early. But this is the kind of trade, if we opened up kind of where we're at on Monday morning, probably sometime an hour or so after the market opened, I'd be looking to do this kind of trade. Now, it's around $200 if you got filled here at the mid. Don't be surprised if you had to pay a little more. By the way, you could do this in SPY also, where it would be about a tenth of this price. But these are very highly speculative trades. I encourage you to try them out on paper, see what you think of them. And I will say this, if you are doing this live with real money, you really need to be small because you can absolutely and quickly lose every bit, right? What if you put this on Monday and then on Tuesday morning, the CPI is something the market doesn't like and it goes down? This will be worthless because it expires at the end of the day. So you could lose everything you have in here. So since you can lose everything you have in this trade, be very careful with it. Don't lose money, or you even put money out there that you can't afford to lose every bit of if you're going to do this live. Once again, I encourage you to do this on paper because, hey, this is educational anyway. And then you can see maybe there is something you could use a strategy in, because you can also use this in equities or even futures, commodities. This is a fairly decent, what I call lottery type of thing, or almost like a slot machine pull, because I mean, it's a little better than that in that, you can use some reasonable ideas about when news is coming out and that type of thing, and support and resistance to figure out where you want things to be. But still, there's no guarantee we're going up here by any stretch. By the way, you could also do these down on the put side of things if you like, right? On the downside, you just use puts. So with this example, What I do with these is I just pick a profit point that I'd like to try to get to. I'd maybe get into this on Tuesday. I might take 10%, 20%, even 40%. You never know. If we were inside this like midday on Tuesday, you might be up as much as 40%. I've done things like this and been up 20% in the morning of expiration day for sure. So it's just a quick play. Something I find them kind of fun to do. I don't do them very often. It's not really a fundamental part of your options trading, but some people like to do the speculative things and they enjoy it. And that's what this trade is about. Short term, highly speculative, but can have a pretty good reward if you pick this area correctly. So that's what I have for this week. As always, folks, you can find me over at airmare.com, where I'm there Monday through Friday with an opening bell. I also have traders lounges and help desks a couple days a week. You can find out how to sign up for that in the description to this video. All my information is there, including my email address. If you want to email me for private one-on-one mentoring, I also do that. So I look forward to hearing from you on any of that. It would be great. Please join us. That community is growing over there. And also on that site, by the way, there are a lot of other traders creating great content. So it's a great site to go to, airmare.com. You'll find the link in the description. But that's what I got here today, folks. Hopefully this week isn't too crazy for us. It'll be interesting to see what the CPI. Oh, and by the way, the CPI is Tuesday, and I believe it's Thursday. The PPI is coming out. So we got a lot of fun coming out this week. So I will talk to you next week. We'll see how all these things go. Have a good one. Bye-bye.